So, Escape the Night posted this advertisement, whatever, so that you pay for their show. And somebody is commenting, and they're like, there will be no YouTube cast, which, isn't really true. And then Escape the Night's like, there's already YouTube cast in the works. We're already talking about it and thinking about it. And then a different person replies, and it's like, we waited 5 days to find out we have to pay money for a movie that isn't made, which is exactly how I feel. I think that is insane. Somebody else said Joey's worth 12 million US dollars, around that at least. We as regular people shouldn't have to fund this. And then somebody's like, you Googled that, and that's not always accurate, and that isn't always accurate, so that's true. So Escape the Night replies to that person, it's a rarity. Anyone is able to self-fund massive projects. Our faves literally sell clothes, shoes, and purses to afford other things they want. Please make it make sense. This is not how this works. This is the official Escape the Night Twitter. Can you be professional? Stop fighting people on the official account. It's weird and lowers your integrity as a production. I agree with that. Their account has been off the walls ever since this intern has been here. And Escape the Night's Twitter used to be, like, really mysterious and, like, ominous, like, ooh, we have so many secrets, whatever. And now they're, like, calling people babe. No one's fighting here, babe. Does paying for verification make you look professional? We're having a conversation with our fan base. So we're back at fighting and being unprofessional, right? Like, you just calling out somebody for paying for Twitter, is crazy. But not for a brand to say. The only brand that gets away with that is Wendy's. So then this person replies, being like, then what are you doing if you're not fighting? All I'm saying is what you're doing is unprofessional, and their Twitter is unprofessional, and they're replying to Adam. They're just constantly just calling out people like they are literally Wendy's Twitter. There's no reason that we should have to fund this movie, and I just think it's really ridiculous that he has got the whole fan base hyped up just for him to say, okay, you are gonna have to give me money. Especially with it was very misleading, a new chapter begins. What do you mean a new chapter begins? Is the new chapter in the room with us right now? Because this is we're giving you money for a movie you could make on your own. And all of these things on Twitter that they've been tweeting, and on Instagram and on TikTok, it's been all of these, like, clues and everything that have been, like, trying to give you hints. But it's not. The hints mean nothing because it's not made. We honor the past and curse souls once lost to defeat an ancient evil with our fingers crossed. Wicked twists and turns guide a treacherous lore. May we escape the night together once more. A new chapter begins. And they put together this whole video with all of everything that's happening in Escape the Night, as if anything new is happening with Escape the Night. Nothing is happening. It's gonna take a year. It's gonna take a year. I'm so upset about that. We all thought that we were getting a trailer. Some people thought it was coming out today. I didn't think it was gonna come out today. I don't think you just, like, there wasn't enough hype about it for them to just drop it randomly. They would have to put out a trailer first. But we all thought something was gonna happen today that was meaningful, but no, we're gonna have to wait an entire 365, if not more. I think Joey might be underestimating how long it takes to make a movie. And I feel like maybe we should have expected this, because not that long ago, Joey was like, oh yeah, nothing has really happened. Like, no company has picked up our show, so we don't have any plans for right now. Nothing is gonna happen for a while. And so then suddenly they're like, okay, something's happening. We should have all known, like, okay, maybe something's up, because they couldn't have made a show that quickly. So you go onto the YouTube video, and you go to the link in the description to go pay for their GoFundMe or whatever. It's not really a GoFundMe, but, like, to call it that is easier because nobody really has ever heard of this site. And on it, it says that it's going to be scripted. Is that not the entire point of Escape the Night, is that it's unscripted? Since you're writing this, if we're sticking to the whole 3 people are going to live thing, you're just going to choose the 3 most popular people to live. Because that's just how that's going to have to work. So anytime you kill off anybody, it's going to be a lose-lose, because you are to blame. You are literally to blame, rather than before it's like, okay, it's a show. It's like how it has to work. It could have been anybody, but this time it is intentionally targeted to be a person. And these YouTubers who are going to be in it are just acting. They're not, then they're saying specific lines, and that was something that was great about Escape the Night, is that these people could make jokes and show off their personality, but now Joey's gonna be forcing them to have this specific personality and say these specific things. It's gonna take all of the fun out of the show just being scripted. I think that's really stupid. Right now, at this very second, the GoFundMe has more money donated to it than the YouTube video has views, and I think that is insane that people are donating. I'm not gonna donate, right? Like, that's crazy. And so the higher up the tier that you pay, the more involved you are with the show. And this is not a good strategy. I know that he thinks that it is because you will get people to pay that money. You're forgetting about the part where now these people are involved. They are in your producer circle. For $350, there's going to be this group chat where you are giving these random teenagers who somehow have money, which they don't have money, but there will be a few that do. You're giving these teenagers power, and you don't like that. The people who make these shows, they don't want to give these random teenagers power. And so what I think is going to happen, and this is speculation, but they're not going to, the money that they spent isn't going to mean anything because they're not going to have power. It's going to be fake power, and when they suggest something, no one's going to take their word seriously, and they're just going to pretend like they're taking the word seriously, because why do we want to listen to, like, a random teenager who has an Escape the Night obsession? I think that the whole thing is just fake. And I don't know about you, but I would never in my life pay $3,000 to be a background character, a featured extra, and your face will be highly featured in at least one shot. For no. Everything is really expensive Escape the Night wise anyway. Like, all the merch that they used to sell was crazy expensive, and now you can get a Blu-ray copy of the movie for $50. Like, everything is just way expensive. Imagine you just paid a ticket to a movie, and you just sat down in the movie theater, and you're like, okay, I can't wait to see it. And then the main character of the movie comes on, he's like, hey there, we haven't made the movie yet. Come back in a year and give me $20, and maybe we'll have made it. Really scummy, really, really scummy. And just building the hype and getting everyone really excited just for you to say, okay, hand over the cash. This is a mess. I don't think we deserve this as a community, to be tricked into thinking that there was going to be new content, and then for it to just ultimately be like, okay, give me your money and we will make it in a year. I don't know.